Hello, I am Spacer J, and this is a Minecraft video. But not a Let's Play in the typical sense. Rather than live video, this is mostly through screenshots, but I thought that this is a story worth telling. What is this story? A single biome challenge. And not just any biome. The deep ocean biome. A biome where there is no natural surface land. To add insult to injury, I also locked the difficulty on hard. And I would also prefer to avoid dying for the purposes of refilling health and hunger. So how does one end up surviving and building in a world where you have zero land above the water? It's a survival island on steroids. Almost like Skyblock in a way, a blank canvas for expanding up and around. Except that you don't get a tree to start, or any surface land. And that's the main difficulty. No trees, no animals, no grass. Not even a way to get underground to mine. A uniquely difficult survival challenge unlike any other. How do I get underground? Can I survive and thrive? My first night ended up with me staying on a platform above a shipwreck. And it was all I could do to even stay alive to do that much. Getting the wood required very slowly breaking the masts underwater, and finding enough iron for an axe from a chest within the shipwreck, a process which nearly killed me. And with no food to recover, I was at that lowly solitary heart for a while. I worked my health back up slowly by killing and feasting upon the remains of the drowned. Seriously, if you're desperate for food, rotten flesh can save you in a pinch. I did get a few cod, but I was saving those for cooking, although you can't really cook anything without stone or coal. How do you get down to the ground to start mining? The shipwreck is the lifeline in this scenario. It is the only source of scarce wood, and your only thing approximating a stable landmass to build upon. You cannot have any kind of progress without it. The key to descending underground, I figured out, was working on one of the masts, the central mast specifically. The good thing about these is that they are all logs. Logs will convert into 4 planks, which can build you a nice dry tunnel straight down. Also had to pick off a plank or a log or two here or there for extra wood, as my limited lung capacity would allow. Not only did I need enough to build a tunnel, that tunnel needed a ladder, which in turn requires more wood. By the third night, I had troubles with phantoms. And in case you're wondering, you're not safe from phantoms underwater. No resources for a bed means no sleep. So not only did I need to get underground, I had to do so in a timely fashion. But I managed to survive the phantoms and finally broke through the ground, and thus my survival was ensured. Stone, coal, lava, precious minerals, and dirt for farming and future landscaping. I started to work crafting a stone shelter to protect myself from phantoms and trident-wielding drowned, and also built a campfire for a fuel-free perpetual food cooker. You'll also notice planted crops there. To my extreme fortune, I found that I was tunneling down right into an abandoned mine shaft. More wooden planks and posts to bolster my wood supply, open veins of resources, string for bedding and fishing rods, and the ultimate treasure, the loot chests. Besides various seeds, the chests also contained 2 golden apples. The only way to get them. I cannot progress the way I want to without golden apples. A thorough exploration and looting of the mine and its resources enabled my little shelter to flourish. Plus, I could finally sleep. No more phantom troubles. Over the next weeks in-game, I journeyed into the Nether, explored more shipwrecks and ruins, expanded my mining underground, and created this stone generator. With infinite stone ready in hand, the shelter became completed, and with time and work, the artificial land around it began to expand. One of the fruits of the stone generator was an XP tower. Besides a steady stream of XP, this also added an unlimited source of bones, bows, rotten flesh, a slow but infinite source of gold and iron, more gunpowder than I will ever need, and a safe way to get zombie villagers and witches. One particular day, I found a chicken out floating in the ocean. The only way I can think of is that a drowned jockey spawned in, but chickens do not sink like they do. I lured him to dry land, they happen to like beetroot seeds. But he needed a companion, and these types of chickens do not lay eggs. Worse, they will disappear. I slapped a name tag on him in the hopes that he would not die or disappear, and this worked. He happily hung around. Later on, he finally got a companion in the same manner. I could breed chickens that could then lay eggs and produce more chickens. Terrestrial animals were thus reintroduced to a totally sunken world. Plus feathers and more food. A lot of my time entailed fishing. Lots and lots and lots of fishing. Besides being a steady source of food, it was the best way to get books and leather. I eventually cobbled together the best possible fishing rod, so as long as I don't lose it, it will fish forever. A wandering trader also appeared one day, much to my surprise. Apparently, all they need to spawn in is a dry platform. Shipwrecks and the spider cave loot provided ample emeralds for me, but he was selling nothing particularly useful. Still got some lime dye and vines out of it because, well, why not? I can't get them otherwise right now. And finally, on day 100, I acquired sugar. My only way to get any sugar right now is to kill a witch and pray that it drops one. No sugar means no fermented spider eyes, which means no splash weakness potions, and therefore no villagers. But now, the means to cure one are in my hands. So, at the end of this first 100 days, where do I stand? I stand well situated, but with much to do. I have a modest land under my feet and a roof over my head. Food is plentiful, there is no more worry of starvation. Fuel is also plentiful. Besides the coal, the sea provides limitless kelp, which I can fry up and craft into kelp blocks. The XP tower provides many resources, from barely useful to invaluable. Through fishing and plundering shipwrecks, I have a modest enchanting room. I just got enough to reach Fortune 2 and Silk Touch at the end of the 100-day stretch. No looting yet, though, which would help my chances to get more sugar. And as I just acquired some, I can cure my first villager. The city proper will one day begin.